What is up, guys? It's Lanky Duelist, and today I'm coming at you with an updated version on my Hieratic deck profile. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out my previous Hieratic deck, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below for you guys to check out. But before we crack on to the updated version on my Hieratic deck, I just want to give a quick update on my channel. Me and my friend, we've been testing out some camera angles, and we hope to be bringing you some duel videos sometime next week, along with also a Cyber Dragon deck profile, spoilers, hopefully by next week. I'm just waiting for everything to come in the post, so then I can put the deck together and profile it for you guys, and hopefully use it in some duel videos itself. But anyways, enough of me talking about that. Let's get back to the deck profile in hand and to Hieratics. And before, again, I start the video, I want to give a big shout out to Amy Singles for recommending probably the best and most spiciest tech for Hieratics, and that is Saphira, Queen of the Dragons. This card is just absolutely amazing in this deck. Like, if anything, this card has to be played in the deck. Like, it's so amazing. The fact that, firstly, it's a level 6 dragon, so it allows you to go in a turn, and then you could technically link it away for your Hieratic link. But the best bit is, like, when you ritual summon her using, like, a Hieratic, you're gonna get its effect off, because technically saying a ritual summon is counted as a tribute. So if you tribute this card, you basically get a normal to the field, and then you could just, like, overlay them for an turn, and then summon out your red eyes, bring back the Tefnuit with the red eyes, and if you have a Su in your hand, you basically tribute it to summon the Su, and then you get his effect off to summon back one of your dragon normals from, like, the deck or the graveyard. And yeah, you can go into another turn, or you can go into your Photon Strike Bouncer, you can go into your Link, you can go into Tzolk'in. Like, this card is just absolutely amazing. And the fact also as well, technically saying, since you're tributing a monster, it works with Super Rejuvenation, so you draw even more cards. Like, now you don't have to, like, worry about, like, having to open up with 3 Hieratics. You could just open up 2 Hieratics and, like, a Queen of the Dragons, and the combo still works, basically. Like, if anything, Queen Saphira just brings so much consistency to this deck. And again, recommend you guys play this card out. And again, shout outs to Amy Singles for recommending me to play that card itself. So yeah, anyways, let's crack on and move on with the rest of the deck profile. Next we play Free Tefnuit. This card is no longer a brick in your hand, because this used to be the case, because, like, normally you would preferably want to go second, but sometimes you're forced to go first, and Tefnuit just doesn't really help out. But now, since we play Saphira and we can use Tefnuit as, like, a tribute for to summon Saphira, it's no longer a brick in this deck, which again is just so absolutely amazing. Also as well, it's a great top deck option, so that you can use Monster Gate to, again, just get a rank 6 out, fingers crossed, if you actually mill a level 6 itself. But anyways, next card we play, probably the best Hieratic in the deck, that is Stu. This just extends your combos, and also you could pop a Spell and Trap by discarding a Hieratic to basically, again, just pop a Spell and Trap card and get another normal level 6 onto the field, so you could just extend with your rank 6 plays. Again, the second best Hieratic in the deck, and that is Esset. Now we don't have to rely heavily on having this card in our hand, especially if we're going first or second, now that we have Saphira. But still, it's great to see, an Esset in your hand. He can change his level depending on the normal monster you have in the field, so he can become level 6 or level 8, especially for this deck itself. And also, yeah, again, you could just normal summon him. His attack will go down to 1,000, but that doesn't matter. As long as you have a Hieratic on the field, so you can start tributing to get your monsters on the field, it's still, again, important. And again, you have to play 3 Esset, in my opinion. 2 Nebfet, because you need some more Hieratic names, and also you need stuff to, like, discard for Su, and then also as well, you could use Nebfet to basically pop, again, some monsters on the field itself. And again, you want to be tributing as much as you can, so then you could just draw many cards off, your Super Rejuvenation. Red Eyes Darkness Mail, the MVP of the deck. Like, yeah, like, I hope one day, I know this card's been a rod, but I hope it goes to 2, just so that, I don't have to worry too much about banishing this card off the Desires, because it's such a shame, again, this card's at 1, even with the errata, and, like, sometimes you just get a bit worried, because you do play Desires in this deck, and I love my Desires. Sometimes I do get worried about banishing the Darkness Metal Dragon, so it would be nice if this card can go back to 2, so that, we don't have to worry about banishing our only copy, basically, off the Desires. Now, for the normal dragons, we play the level 8 Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord. You don't have to play this card, but, I want to play some rank 8s in this deck, so that's why I run him. And then also the level 6 dragon that I cannot pronounce its name, because it's too much of a tongue twister for me. Again, this is the one you want to play the most, because, it is a level 6 dragon, so you can go into your terms. But the most important bit is he's a tuner, so you could definitely, go into your Tzolk'in with this card. And then for the hand traps, we play 2 Ash Blossoms. I mean, you can't go wrong with Ash Blossom, like one of the best hand traps in the game. for most, and also 2 Effect Veiler. I might have to take Effect Veiler out for Ghost Ogre in my opinion, because again, like with the Numeron cards coming out, you need Ghost Ogre, and Ghost Ogre is the only card that could deal with the Numeron cards. So it's either I probably like, you know, add in the Ghost Ogres, or maybe take the Effect Veilers out for the Ghost Ogres itself in the near future. Next, we play Hieratic Seal of Convocation. You have to play this card at 3. It searches all your Hieratics. You can get any Hieratic that you need to your hand. So yeah, again, absolutely amazing. It's pretty much your road turf for the deck. Then we play 3 Super Rejuvenation with the introduction of Saphira. It makes Super Rejuvenation even more powerful. And again, you could just draw so many cards, and everyone knows the classic combo. You activate this during like your end phase. If you draw into another one, you activate that one. You draw into hopefully the 3rd one, and then you activate that and draw into even more cards. Absolutely busted. For every dragon you discard or tribute, you get to draw, you know, more cards, which is really good for the deck. Next, we play Monster Gate. Again, you know, I'm surprised. I should have played this in my other version. I'm a bit of an idiot for not playing this, or even playing at least one copy in my other version of Hieratics. Again, if you want to check out that other version of Hieratics, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. But this card is absolutely busted. Like, you know, again, like this just basically subs out for Hieratic, which again is just so amazing. And this is pretty much like, you know, if you have this with let's just say, for example, maybe a Tefnuit, that basically equals your rank 8 in a nutshell. So yeah. And then we play 3 pre-prep. Like, this card is absolutely amazing. Just get your Saphira to your hand much quicker. So yeah, again, it just ups the consistency of your deck. And you don't have to worry about, you know, drawing into multiples of these, because we do play the Desires, and the Desires will just banish the extra copies, which again is absolutely amazing. Then we play the 2 Ritual Spell cards. Again, you know, you need this card in order to, you know, activate your Saphira. So, yep. Alright, next we play 2 Pot of Desires. Yeah, consistency. You want as much draw power as you can and get to, you know, your cards as quickly as possible, and you can't say no to a +1. So yeah. Next we play Pot of Avarice. This is actually a nice good, like, you know, substitute for, you know, Super Rejuvenation. So if you don't open up a Super Rejuvenation, open up a Pot of Avarice, because you send so many cards to the graveyard with this deck. So this card is always, you know, turned on, and, you know, it's never dead in your hand, in my opinion. So run 1 copy of it. Next, play 1 Upstart, again for consistency purposes, and then play 2 Caught by the Grave, because you don't want your opponent Ash Blossoming you. And also, deck space is very tight in this deck, so that's why I have to play pretty much 2 Caught by the Graves, unfortunately. If it's up to me, I max out on this card, but again, deck space is too tight, and I'm not going over 40 cards, because I always prefer 40 cards and not like 41 cards itself. Right, now onto the extra deck, we play the 1 Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spear. This is like one of the cards you want to end on, because you can bounce a card, and then you can summon a dragon from the deck, but its attack and defense goes to 0, so, you know, absolutely amazing card. You have to play at least, you know, 1 copy of it. Next, we play the Free Atom. As I mentioned in my previous video, you need Free Atoms, in my opinion. This card just, yeah, you rinse through quite a lot, and yeah, it just pretty much helps to extend your combos. You can basically detach 1 and summon a dragon from your deck, but its attack and defense goes to 0. Next, we play the 1 Strike Bouncer. I always like to have this card, because sometimes you might not have, like, you know, spell or trap to go into Zolkin, so it's nice to have the Bouncer, because it can negate an effect, and then it inflicts 1,000 damage. And like I showed in my Fluffle deck profile, if your opponent has, you know, less than 1,000, just go into a Bouncer. They'll probably have to activate an effect, and then you just burn them for 1,000. And plus, people actually forget about the 1,000 burn as well, which is like the funny bit itself. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Gauntlet Launcher, this should have been in the deck as well. I just got this off my mate, what was it, last week. Absolutely amazing. Detach 1 card, pop a card on the, well, pop 1 monster on the field, and plus it's not a once per turn, so you could use its effect twice to pop 2 cards on the field. And then we play 2 Gaias. You just basically slap this over on one of your rank 6s, mainly the terms, and just, like, you know, attack and just, like, do as much damage to your opponent as you can. Onto rank 8, we play 1 Hope Harbinger. Yeah, basically negate, just guzzles up any spell card, so yeah, again, absolutely amazing. Next, we play Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, along with the Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. Yeah, basically, this card, again, is just a pop, and this card pretty much helps to get over any beat sticks that you are going to have a problem with. And then we play 1 Felgren. Felgren, again, negates a monster effect, so you're going up against a monster-heavy, you know, deck, or monsters that, you know, have a lot of, like, effects. Felgren comes in handy for that. And then for the Synchros, we play the 1 Tzolk'in. Tzolk'in, yeah, this is MVP for the deck. You have to play this card, in my opinion. Along with Scarlight and your Crystal Wing, these are basically the targets. Most of the time, you're going to summon Crystal Wing, but say, for example, your Tzolk'in somehow survives. you might need to use its effect again, and Scarlet, you know, just comes in real good handy, just like blow up the field, and then pretty much inflicts 500 for every card he destroys itself. So yeah, that was my Hieratic deck profile. Again, let me know, guys, down in the comment section what you thought about this. I'll definitely do a combo video tomorrow just to show how powerful of a card Saphira, Queen of the Dragons, is in this deck, because it is just absolutely an amazing card in my opinion. Like, this is just like, it just brings so much consistency for the deck, and like helps to unbrick a lot of your, like, you know, dead hands, because that was the problem with Hieratics. Like, you open up with so many cards that, like, you know, bricked, and like you have to, like, you know, wait a few turns to, like, you know, get your combos off, whereas Saphira just helps you to get your combos off like that basically. And again, it's just absolutely amazing card itself. And again, shout outs to Amy Singles for recommending Saphira. If it wasn't for that, I would never have played this card, and I wouldn't have made Hieratics as, you know, fun and as playable as I have done today itself. So anyways, again, let me guys know what you guys thought about this deck in the comment section. Don't forget to, you know, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also as well, a new feature for every finishings of my videos. I'm gonna have like a deck list for you guys, just a screenshot, so that, you know, you don't have to watch the video again to basically, you know, write down what the deck list is. There should be a deck list on the screen right now. Just take a screenshot of it, and then, yeah, just basically go on Dev Pro, go on Yu-Gi Pro, like, you know, type up all the cards, build the deck together very quickly, and yeah, have a go at playing this deck itself. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget to stay safe, especially during these dark times, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.